Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here. In today's game, guys, we are playing something special. We are playing my main Wukong. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm pretty happy right now because recently... Actually, I shouldn't say right now. I should say just in general because Wukong has come back into the meta. He's not really a top laner right now, though. He's more of a jungler, but I've been playing him top lane forever. I mean, he's been my main for years. He's been my favorite champion for years. And so I'm going to show you guys how I play him, at least, and I'm going to try and explain it all to the best size to my ability. First things first, I'm going to point out I have this custom item set I made for him that it's not super detailed. It's just pretty brief for everything I might need when I'm playing Wukong. And yeah, I added Guardian Angel. That was one of the things I just added recently because Guardian Angel has become pretty good on him considering how squishy you build him, and then you just dive in and your GA pops and you're still alive basically. But considering my matchup, it looks like if I look at chat here, I think Riven said something that made it seem like she's going mid. Yeah, Cat, please go easy on me. So it looks like if I'm looking at their team, they got Teemo. The reason I'm looking at that is because Doran Shield versus Teemo is what you want to do. Depending on what you're against, sometimes you want to go Doran's Blade because if you want to be aggro, sometimes you want to go Doran Shield if you want to be a bit more defensive. Flask is good for a sustain lane. Other options obviously are Cloth Armor or so I'm gonna grab a health bar here and head to lane. Cloth Armor is pretty good. Even Longsword is pretty good if you're just going for a you want to be a bit aggro, but you don't want to fall behind in your items because Doran's Blade will put you behind, but give you a bit more snowball early game. Things like that. But for the time being, I'm just gonna go with the Doran Shield because I know Teemo is gonna auto attack me a lot. And this is going to mean when I have a Doran Shield that I should be good to go. So looking at our team here, guys, we have It's Legacy 98 playing as Quinn in the AD carry role. We have Acromorph, a friend of mine, playing Katarina in the mid lane. The Red Shoe playing Shyvana jungle. And XX Skunk Monkey XX playing Thresh as a support. So, yep, we are against Teemo, so I was right. He started that Doran Shield, so it looks like he is very scared of me. Because this is something that Teemos will do if they're afraid. Normally they go with like a Doran Ring or something like that. But I'm just going to look to CS here. And what we're going to want to do here is look to get level 2 as soon as possible, because one thing that's really cool with Wukong, you guys should know, is his level 2 is one of the strongest in the game simply because his W doesn't really deal damage. It's more utility. So to balance him out to make sure he does just as much damage as someone else, when they're level 3, when they have all 3 abilities, his 2 damaging spells do a ton of damage. So when you hit 2 and they're 2, you have... actually, I guess Teemo's a good exception because he does have his W, which doesn't really do much damage. Your damaging spells will do a lot more than, say, if someone else who has 3 damaging spells has only 2 spells. So Teemo's not a really good example, but like someone like, I'm trying to think of a good example on top of my head here. I guess you could say Aatrox. I mean, he needs all 3 of his abilities to be really strong in top lane. He's kind of fallen off. It's just a bad example, but he came to mind because I just played him last game. So as you can see, I'm just playing really passive because I want to get my levels. And now that I'm 2, I can look to fight Teemo. However, there's a big minion wave, and that would not be a wise choice to fight him right now. So I'm trying to reach this minion. Yeah, I'm not going to get that one. But yeah, as you can see, he's just going to harass me a lot. And that's just what's going to happen at Teemo lanes. I'm not going to lie, Teemo is very annoying up until level 6. But once you hit level 6, Wukong counters him. Simple reason being, unless Teemo has flash, once you dash onto Teemo and ult him, he's pretty screwed. So I'm just going to use my Q there just to make sure I get this one. And one thing I want to mention with Wukong is recently I have realized, after jungling him, that maxing the E first is actually a whole lot better. And I can't believe I missed that. Damn. So I'm going to get 2 points into the E here because I'm not thinking I'm going to need my clone just yet. And I'm going to miss a few minions here and there because of the tower and just Teemo zoning me. But once I get to about level 4, we should actually hit 4 before him. Never mind, I lied. We should be in a good spot here. So I'm just going to do our best to CS here, and then we should be able to make plays. I'm just going to use my E here to try and get that one. I'm probably going to miss all of these, though, because of that. So let's just get this one with that. Alright, got her this. Let's pop our health pot just so we're healthy. And we should be in a good spot. So, in today's game, I have many things I want to talk to you guys a bit about. I mean, obviously, I want to talk to you guys a bit about how I play Wukong and how I recommend you guys do it. One thing I will point out right away is if you want to know anything about Wukong that I have not mentioned or will not mention in this game, at the end of the game, if I don't mention something you want to know about, go to the link in the description to my Wukong guide on lolking.net. I made that a few months ago, and I kept it updated to the current Wukong stuff. And it honestly, guys, if you want to know anything about Wukong, at least how I think of it, everything's there. Everything you could possibly want. So I'm just going to show this guy just a little bit and then fall back. Going to clone away just from any autos and any mini aggro that might be thrown at me here. And as you can see, I'm getting pretty poked down, but guys, trust me on this. Level 6, game's over. And it looks like Pantheon is actually ganking me when I'm pretty much chilling in my tower. So I should be in a good spot here. Now, one thing I want to mention as well is with Wukong, mana immune. That's a big topic a lot of you guys have been asking about. And the thing is with that is it's great if you're in the right scenario. This game, I don't think it's the right scenario. Reason being, I can't really spam harassing against a Teemo just yet. I mean, if I was running a mana right now, maybe I'd be looking at it. But considering I'm pretty healthy as far as mana goes, I've got more than half. I don't think mana immune's a good idea this game. The times when Mana Mune's a really good idea, and good job, Riven, or not Riven, Katarina getting first blood. So it's Max in the point here. It looks like Pantheon's actually gone mid here, so I'm actually gonna trade with Teemo here just a little bit. There goes his blinding dart, so I'm actually just gonna look to keep trading with him here. Gonna pop the ignite, pop the E, and boom, he's down. The reason I knew I could pull off that play was because my E was on a short cooldown there, and I knew I could pull it off in just a second, so I didn't need to wait around to get 6, because I could just burst in with the E. Now I have level 6, so I'm going to be looking to push this in, and I should be able to get both of these. Boom. Alright, cool. So I'm going to head back to base here. Seeing a 33 CS at nearly 6 minutes, so it's not the greatest in the world. However, we are beating Teemo by 10, and he is also behind. So as far as our first item choice goes, we're going to go in for the Brutalizer. Reason being, the Brutalizer is the best early game item on Wukong, no questions asked. Reason being is quite straightforward. The other choices would obviously be, get a pickaxe, get a vampiric scepter, even get a tier towards your Mana Mune if you do choose to do that, which I'm not going to do that this game because Mana Mune is very good on Wukong in the certain situations, but those situations are very rare to come by. Like if you're against, let's say, a Tryndamere, and you were to get a kill at level 2, which does happen very frequently if he doesn't start with his E, if that happens, then yeah, get a tier and spam harass and make his life a living hell from there. But against a Teemo, you can't really get an early snowball, meaning that it will take me forever to stack the tier and just wouldn't be worth it. So I'm going to pop my E here just to trade with this Teemo here a bit. And I actually hit my Q on the minion, even though my mouse is right on top of Teemo. I don't know what that was all about. I'm going to be looking to ward, and it looks like our jungler actually warded for me, which is nice of him. Thank you. So what I'm going to be looking to do here actually is letting the main wave to push to about halfway, like around here where my mouse is flickering around, just so that way, when I do trade Teemo, I can kill him without him getting back to tower. He's hanging pretty far back, but I'm honestly thinking I could kill him here because of how bursty I am right now with Brutalizer. So, yeah, let's just kill him. Like, there's no reason not to. He doesn't have flash, I don't think, right now. And he's going to pop his flash, but I'm actually going to kill him here because I had my abilities off cooldown. And that's pretty much how Wukong goes. Once you get an early snowball, they can't really say no if their flash is down. And that's why Wukong is so good versus Teemo, is yeah, if you can survive early game, unless he has flash, he's done. Like, he's not going to outrun your ult because yes, he has that W for the speed buff, but you have a speed buff with your ult too. So you're just going to be just as fast, if not faster than him. So you're in a good spot. So I'm just going to use the Q there just to clear that out. Now, a lot of people used to like max Q. I used to do it myself. I used to max Q all the time, but the reason I don't now is because he has such a high flat damage, and I think the AD ratio actually goes up as well. Whereas with actually, I'm going to stay for one more wave just because I want to put this guy even further behind and make him miss more CS. But when you max the Q, it doesn't really change a whole lot. The AD ratio stays the same, but the flat damage barely goes up. So it's really not really worth maxing the Q. Maxing the E actually does so much more. There are instances where maxing the Q makes more sense. Like if you're struggling in lane and you want to just farm from a distance safely, that is the best time because then you could sit back and just pop your Q and farm from a distance a bit more safely. Whereas with the E, you have to be a bit more ballsy. So that's why I think it's better in that sort of lane setup. But that doesn't happen very often when I play Wukong anymore. So what I'm doing here is actually looking to get the Tiamat next because it's pretty good on Wukong actually. And I'm also going to grab a 1 mana pot just because I think it's going to be helpful. I probably should have grabbed the ward, but considering we have this one ward right here, and I've got my trinket, actually that thing's almost fading, so that's probably not a good thing to mention, but oh well. Well, I'm heading back to lane here though, guys. In this game, I had many things I want to talk about. Obviously, I want to talk to you guys about Wukong and stuff. But one thing I want to mention is recently in ranked, I hit platinum. I actually got this list sitting next to me because there's many things I want to talk about. Because, yeah, many things I want to talk about. And my memory when I'm playing these games is just it's not up to par. So if I have these things written down, it's just a lot easier for me to stay on track. But, yeah, I hit platinum recently. And Season 4 has just begun and I've already hit platinum. I'm actually already in platinum 3. Because what's happened was I got placed gold 3. If you guys follow my Facebook page, you guys would know that. I was gold 2 last season. I didn't really play a whole lot of ranked late last season. So I'm going to be looking to just farm the siege minion and then I'll fight Teemo because I don't want the siege minion doing any damage to me. And I also just don't want to miss minions right now. Because it's getting to the point where Teemo's not really worth killing as much as just farming is. But I think he's streaming the river actually as we speak. And I might have to use my E here to skip both of those. Alright, so once my E's back up, I will look to fight this guy. But yeah, I hit Platinum League, so it's kind of funny because if my older fans will know this, I used to be Bronze 4. That was the lowest I ever got. I got placed there actually, and I climbed all the way out, and now I'm in silver. Not silver, what am I saying? Platinum. So I'm going to be looking to get to Diamond this season. Like I said in my Rumble video a couple videos ago, I was saying like, yeah, this season I want to get to Platinum. And I just use my E there to make sure I didn't miss the minion. I'm going to place a ward in the river just to make sure Pantheon doesn't come up. I know he's in mid, but I'm going to fight this team up pretty soon here, so I don't really want to have to worry about Pantheon when I'm actually fighting him. And I'm gonna get this and get this. Okay, we got our maxed out E, so let's just fight this Teemo. And he's just gonna use his blinding dart. So now he's really low. So next time I try with him, he's dead. I could have probably killed him there, but honestly, there's a few minions there I didn't want to miss, and yeah, I'd just rather do that. So let's just wait for him to push out a tiny bit. He's getting some shrooms under his tower because he knows he's gonna need them. And let's get this minion here. And I'm kind of wanting to burn his blinding dart, so if I can burn that, that'd be beautiful. You can blind me? There's the blinding dart. Alright, cool. Now we kill him. And he's dead. Easy as that. Just burn the blinding dart and you have your full damage output because he will not block your Q, because your Q places on hit effects, meaning he can block it. So I'm just gonna actually gonna pop all my health pots here because I want to stay in proxy and not have to worry about Pantheon. If Pantheon does come up, of course, I have my clone and I can make some jukes with that, but I shouldn't need to because I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's bottom, so I'm fine. I'm gonna continue to proxy. The reason being that proxy is in top lane, I've been saying this from pretty much all my top lane videos, you need to decide when you should be taking tower and when you shouldn't, and the way to know is quite straightforward. If you're winning and everyone else is winning, why bother ending lane phase? If you're winning and no one else is, yeah, end lane phase so you can go and help your team out. And if you're losing, you want to end lane phase immediately and start grouping with your team so you can make better plays instead of just, you know, sitting lane and losing. Looks like Teemo's actually getting some HP and my minions just died, so I'm just gonna clone away. I could do a juke there, obviously, but I mean, I'd rather just be safe and just than the shrooms. I actually should clear these shrooms before I go back. He's not gonna kill me if that's what he's trying to do here. Yeah, there's the shroom. I'm just gonna clear these all out before I go back to base because I don't really care how much health I have when I go back to base. All right, and we're in a good spot here. So yeah, he's getting a Sunfire Cape first apparently, so I guess he doesn't like me very much. I didn't really pay attention to what he was buying, but I guess now he's decided to get a Sunfire Cape. You know, it's the Teemo builds 101 right here, guys. Best builds. If you want to learn how to play Teemo, watch this guy. This guy knows what's up. I'm not even trying to make fun of him. I'm honestly just being serious, guys. This guy knows how to play Teemo. Okay, I'm being mean. I'll stop. But yeah, Sunfire Cape on Teemo is not a good choice. If you want to counteract a Wukong who's getting really super fed off of you, get a Seeker's Arm Guard for crying out loud. Or heck, even actually no, Sunfire Cape. I was gonna think Sunfire Cape because of the magic damage it does, and you know you build magic pen on Teemo, what have you. But even then, like it's a bit too tanky for a Teemo. But I'm gonna rearrange the Tiamat to put it in my second spot here. And damn, I was rearranging it so I missed the siege minion. Damn. And this one's gonna hit the tower, and I get that anyways. But yeah, I'm going to be looking to get level 11 here, and once I hit level 11, I can fight this guy, because Wukong, I find his ult is pretty weak, level 8 to 10, but once you hit level 11, it gets so much stronger. So while he's just farming tower, something else I wanted to mention, guys, is in this game, I mentioned earlier I'm playing with my friend Acromorph. If you guys have played with my sub games, you've probably played with him a few times, because he's pretty much playing with me all the time. He's like one of my best buds, and me and him play pretty much all together all the time. It looks like Riven's actually here, so I'm just going to walk out. They can't really get me right now. I may not have boots, but I mean, Riven wasted her Q, so I can pretty much just walk out. If they dive me, doesn't look like they are. Yeah, I could just walk out. So I'm fine. I'm just gonna let them know Riven is top, and I'm going to pop a few health bots here because I don't really want to go back yet because I can't really afford anything I want just yet. And I'm assuming Riven is going to be going back to mid lane, so I'm going to give her about, I would say, another 10 seconds before I just go and kill this Teemo, because by that point I should have level 6, or not level 6, excuse me, level 11. And once I have level 11, this guy's done skis, so I'm pretty close to level 11 here. The thing I'm using to record is actually blocking the XP bar, so I can't see exactly how much XP I need, but I know I'm close. Alright, there we go. So let's just get all these. And it looks like Katarina's actually up here with us, so let's actually just kill this team out here. And there should be Katarina to clean up. Good job. Let's actually turn on her. And there's the Ignite. Beautiful play. Alright. Actually, let's just proxy. We don't need to do anything more. I mean, bottom lane looks like they're getting like gangbanged, but they're not losing the lane, so it's fine. So we can just put this team farther behind. Alright, there we go. So yeah, Akmor's a friend of mine, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because recently he's actually wanted to get into streaming, and yeah, getting a red buff is a good idea, into streaming and doing YouTube videos. And what he's thinking of doing is not exactly just YouTube videos like what I do. He's wanting to do streams, and if you guys are familiar with Dyrus, you know what he does. I mean, yeah, he's a pro gamer, but what he also does is he streams a lot, and when he gets like a cool highlight in his streams, he will then proceed to uploading that to his YouTube channel. So that's what my friends pretty much wanted to do. He's got his stream all set up, and he's got his YouTube channel all set up, so I'm going to link both of those in the description below, guys. He is a Diamond 5 player. He just got the Diamond now. He was Plat 1 last season, and he got placed Plat 3, and he's already Diamond. Me and him have been doing all the time, so that's why we've been climbing so fast, because me and him were unstoppable. What can I say? So that's pretty much what's going on with me and him. So you guys should probably check out his channel because he's a very good player. Not gonna lie, he's the best AD carry I know personally. So if you want to see some good AD carry footage, he's mainly Jinx AD carry in ranked. So he will teach you a lot in his stream. That's pretty much what he wants to do, is just educate his viewers on how to AD carry the way he does it anyways. Kind of like how I'm educating you guys how to play Wukong top. You'll notice I got the Hydra. The Hydra is really good on Wukong right now because it gives him wave clear, gives him health regen, gives him lifesteal, gives him attack damage, obviously. Dogs barking. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that because that is extremely irritating. What I'm actually going to do here is sneak it up on Teemo and killing him again because of his shrooms, of course. I forgot about that completely. And he's actually not backing off. Is he going to back off now, Teemo? He's not backing off fast enough. He's dead. You're done skis, broski. Peace. Alright, just pop the team out to get that extra AoE to make sure I get him. And he is done skis. Alrighty, so as you can see though, guys, I mean, mana immune in this game would have been a terrible idea. I mean, I couldn't spam harass early game, and I mean, I didn't really need mana there. I mean, yes, I used more than almost half my mana there, but at the same time, he's dead now, right? It's not taking me a long time to, you know, spam skills and get him. One full combo is taking Teemo out, so I don't really need mana immune. So, although I know a lot of you guys wanted to see me play, you know, mana immune Wukong, because it's what I'm known for. Aaron advertised that's what I do, and a lot of you guys came from his channel to me for that reason, and I still do it, but I don't do it every game like I used to, because I know now that it's not the best thing to do all the time. I want this. Oh, god damn you. BM. Not allowed. He took my Wraith. Oh man, I'm gonna go back to base and just get some items here, but yeah, that's one thing I wanted to mention. So guys, make sure to check out his stream and his YouTube channel. They are both linked in the description. When you go to them, just, you know, follow his stream, subscribe to his YouTube channel, because so far he has nothing on there yet, but he's got his channel all hooked up with graphics and stuff to show you guys how seriously he's taking this, because he's really interested in it. So what I'm looking to do here actually is I'm gonna be looking to grab boots, and I'm gonna be looking to get into Triforce now, because Triforce is super good on Wukong. A lot of people don't do it anymore because there's other really good items, you know, Hydra, Black Cleaver. I'm just gonna look at the shop here while I'm moving up. I'm just going to move this just so I can put this on the map here. But, yeah, Last Whisper is also really good on him. And, excuse me, of course, defensive items are good on him as well. But I don't think I'm going to need offensive items this game. I'm kind of fed as hell. I've got 4 kills and almost 140 farm in not even 18 minutes yet. So I'm very ahead. It looks like bot lane's kind of struggling a little bit here. So I might decide to start helping them out. And my dog's barking again. What I'm going to do here actually is of course, he got Sunfire Cape, the best. Just gonna push this up and work towards putting it out in his tower, and then I'll go and group with my team to get Dragon or something when it's back up. I'm actually gonna ask, when's Drag? Okay, all right, Riven. That's that's cool. Right, that's a double kill for me. I don't know what the hell she thinks she's doing. Where are you at, Teemo? Just gonna clone away and wait for the cooldowns. What I did there was, it got to a pretty close trade, so what I decided to do was just pretty much clone away so that I could wait for my cooldowns, my Q, and my E. Does this guy know me? Step up now, do it. No, thank you. I think he's just called me Monk, he sees my name. I don't think this guy actually recognizes me. We're just playing a normals here with a bunch of subs on my team, like I mentioned, and of course, my friend Acromorph. But these guys that we're playing against are not subscribers. Maybe they recognize me or something, but they weren't. It's not a custom game where I'm actually inviting subs. So I don't know what's going on. I guess they're calling me Monk Senpai now. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna complain about that one. Thresh is all top lane now. He's AD carry. What are you doing, Thresh? What are you doing? You know, Thresh AD carry is actually pretty scary because if you stack his E passive with his auto attack damage, it's scary. It really is. So I'm gonna be a little careful with this guy. I'm not actually lying. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him. Pop the team out, just do some damage to him. As you guys can see how much damage Wukong does. It's not fair. It really isn't. I love Wukong. The only reason he's weak top lane right now, I mean, you guys probably wouldn't believe it. He's weak top lane right now. Oh, of course, the shroom. But the reason he is simple. Everyone in top lane right now is tanky. That's the meta. Tanky tops. And I just saw someone ward here. Where are you at? Alright, well, let's just go get Riven, because she's out of position completely. But yeah, tanky tops is what the meta is. Alright, there's a kill for Katarina. But yeah, tanky tops is the meta, and Wukong does not fare well against tanks. He is the squishy killer king. That's what he is. He's not the monkey king. He's the squishy killer king. And I should probably mention, you guys ask me all the time, like, who's my favorite champion? I've answered it, but I've never really answered why. Monkeys. Pretty simple. I mean, I answered that in my Q&A, but I'm just going to review that. I like monkeys. I have ever since I was a little kid. I don't really know why or where that came from. I just like monkeys. I think they're awesome. So, that's pretty much my explanation. And fucking blinding dart's annoying. I'm actually going to clone away here, and he's probably going to stun me here in a second. I'll pop the shield just so I can... Yeah, actually, let's fight these guys. Come on, E. There it is. Gotcha. Peace. I was trying to E there, but I was out of range. And then he came back to blinding dart me. Yeah, that's not going to work. Silly goose. So let's just kill these minions and push to the tower because they're all bot lane. This game's pretty dunskies, honestly. Our team has so much more pressure than theirs. So, that's how I play Wukong so far. I mean, it doesn't always go this well, but I mean, I'm against a Teemo, and Teemo does not do well against Wukong. So, this game's pretty dunskies. I'm actually going to tank the tower here just so I can finish it off. And I'm going to go back to base because I'm out of mana. And this is when mirror mana would come in handy. But hey, I'd rather just have damage this game because I wasn't able to stack the tier anyways if I was to have one. And it looks like Riven's back in lane. I don't know why she's going cooldown boots because, yeah, cooldown boots are really good on Riven if you're really strong, but she's not. She's 1-5. So she should probably be building some defensive items against Katarina, like a Mercury Treads or something. But, you know, she's the pro, right? She's the pro. So let's just go ahead here and grab ourselves a Sheen. Although Wukong has like 1 AP ratio with his clone, and he doesn't... I mean, I'm having somewhat mana issues, but not really. It's still really good because of the on-hit effect. After using an ability, the next base attack deals bonus physical damage equal to base attack damage. So what this is going to mean is when I use my Q, it's basically going to do double the 80 ratio you guys see there, the 270, because it's basically what my 80 is right now. That's basically what it is. So instead of my Q doing what it shows there, it's going to do 150 plus 270 plus 246. Basically is what it's going to be doing. And that is really good. So that's why the Sheen is so good on Wukong. Because it really works well with this Q. And once you hit about mid and late game, that's when your Q starts doing more damage than your E. Because the E is really good for wave clearing, it's really good for poking, it's really good for all inning, and it does a lot of burst damage. But the Q does so much damage late game because of the Triforce. So what I'm going to do in here is actually going to be heading mid here to try and help out the team. Because it looks like they're actually fighting, and Katarina went down. And me and him were actually talking about this before this game. We were discussing the whole Deathfire Grasp thing on Katarina. I'm actually just going to kill this guy here. Peace. And I'm not going to kill Teemo here because he does have a Sunfire cape, but I will happily harass him. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that. But what I will be looking to do here is actually just farm the golems. Yeah, these are golems right here, guys. Pro tips from CaptainMonk. Ooh, these are the golems. I'm going to be looking to farm the wolves because I want to get some health back from that Tiamat. Actually, the Hydra, I should say, because the Tiamat doesn't have lifesteal. But it looks like our Thresh is going in. I'm not really sure what that's all about. I want to go in here and help out, but like I don't have my ult, and they have a lot of people here. Oh, that is not a good choice. That is the bad decision. I'm just gonna go to the side here, and if anyone is dumb, you know, like that, you know, I can pick them off. And actually, what the hell you think you're doing? I'm actually gonna use my E here, just my flash here, just to make sure I get them. And I'm gonna get this Teemo because I don't like Teemo. Pop my ignite and just E him. And it looks like Lucian's here still. Lucian, come at me, bro. Oh, you want to pick up that lantern? That's not allowed. Come over here. Get over here. Oh, yeah, pull me closer. Yeah, that's helping. I'm going to pop my E here just to get to the minions and get closer. Alright, they're doing a lot of damage. I'm just going to fall back here a little bit. But yeah, use my E there just to get closer to them so I could pop some abilities to probably do damage to them. I've got my ult coming up actually in 15 seconds, so I might be able to make plays once that's up. For the time being, I'm going to actually farm the wolves just to get some health back. Because it looks like these guys are actually sticking around. Just gonna auto here. Pop my Tiamat. Looks like they know I'm here. Do you really want to stop me right now? Like, that's just a bad decision. Okay, he went the opposite way that I predicted. I should be able to go through the wall here with my E. No, I'm not gonna be able to. Alright, I'm just gonna clone away here. Come on, give me E. No, I'm dead here. I fucked up. I messed up. I got greedy. That was bad. Yeah, I messed up. I was trying to get to Lucian, but I'm not fast enough, and that is why we're getting Triforce. That's another reason. Not only does the Triforce give him a ton of damage with the Spellblade, the Rage gives some extra movement speed off of, you know, basics, which is pretty much the Phage right here. But with Zeal, it also gives him movement speed and, you know, attack speed and crit, but that's not really that important. It's really the movement speed. So now I have an extra 8% movement speed, which gets me up to 400 movement speed. And to add on to that, we're getting Murky Treads. So now we are fast as hell. So I'm actually going to grab a Ruby Crystal as well towards the Black Cleaver. This is when the Black Cleaver gets helpful, is when you get into those fights where they're all grouping up for you, because you just shred their armor and your team can follow up and do tons more damage because your Black Cleaver has shredded their armor. It's really a great combo. You know, one thing with Wukong that's actually really interesting is this game is not a really good example because I'm fed as hell because this teamo didn't really do a whole lot to me in lane. And Pan didn't do a good job of ganking me at all, honestly. He probably should have camped me more. But normally with Wukong, you jungle him, at least now in the meta, and even in top lane, you don't exactly do well in top lane. He doesn't have a really strong early game. He really doesn't. But once you hit mid and late game, you get into those fights where you just go in like a man, right? And you just 1v5 them with your ult, and you shred their armor, you get them super low, you die in the process. But your team comes and gets a 4-for-1 trade, or a 5-for-1 trade, excuse me, because you'll pretty much ace them from there. And so that's why I believe Wukong's really strong in team fights, is because you just shred their team, and from there, yeah, maybe you'll die in the process, but your team will be able to clean up because you just did so much damage to their entire team. So I'm going to be looking to actually get over here to mid defend, because it looks like Riven's got a blue buff, which I actually would love. She's going up. Ooh, can I make plays here? I'm actually gonna, oh, hello. There we go. I got that last hit with the crit. I guess the crit is pretty good on Wukong. In all seriousness, I don't really notice the crit all that much on a, you know, being good, I guess you could say, on Wukong. But hey, it worked out there. I got that crit for the last hit for the blue buff, which I'm pretty happy about, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, 420 movement speed is really good on Wukong. I mean, no one can outrun me. No one. Okay, maybe some people could. There's definitely some people like a Rammus or something, but if I play it right, I can just stick to people and they're not getting anywhere. So what are we looking to do here? And it looks like Katarina actually hit a shroom or something, because he was top lane and Katarina died. But let's just kill this Lucian here. I'm going to be cloning in here. What I'm going to do is use the Q first, my E does more damage, and pop the Tiamat, and bye. See ya. That's another good combo with Wukong. Let's get the Surrender Bow coming out here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video here today. If you did, make sure to leave a like rating. And one thing, actually a few things I wanted to mention before this game comes to a close here. I thought I would have more time, but I was wrong. Yeah, check out my friend's YouTube and his stream. Links to all that stuff will be in the description, guys. And another thing I want to mention, guys, is you'll notice if you've been looking at my stream recently, I haven't been streaming, but if you look at my stream or look at my YouTube channel, or even Acromore, if that's my friend, of course, his channel and his stream and stuff, he's got great graphics and designs, you know, for his banner and his profile picture. And the reason for all of that is because of our friend Frosty GFX. His name's Joey, but we call him Frosty because that's the name he goes by. He's been hooking us up. Yeah, I think he's from Netherlands, I'm thinking, or Denmark, something like that. He's in Europe, and he's actually been hooking us up with some really good graphics. So all the graphics you've been seeing on my channel, my stream graphics, if you go over to my stream, and the link to that is in the description as well, you'll see all these great graphics. And of course, Acromorph, all of his stuff has been supplied by this guy. So guys, if you are looking for some top-notch graphics by a really cool guy, this is your guy. So I'm going to link his channel in the description, guys. So what you want to do there is just go to his channel and send him a message, or also link his Twitter because he's really active on his Twitter. I'll link you guys his Twitter as well. You guys can contact him on there. I don't think he has a Facebook page, unfortunately, but those are the best ways to contact him, guys, YouTube and Twitter. So if you guys personally want some good graphics done for you, it may cost you a few dollars, but trust me, guys, his work is worth it. He did, I think, all the stuff you see on Acromorph's channel and stream in like a day or two. It's really good. He does a really fast job, and he's exceptional. So definitely check that stuff out, guys. One last thing I wanted to mention is I'm sorry that there's all these things at the end. I wish I would have planned this better, but recently been looking at getting Championship Riven, and that hasn't been going very well considering the few I have found have been over like $300, which I'm not willing to pay $300 for a skin. But if any of you guys know a way I can get a Championship Riven skin code for a reasonable price, I'm thinking within $200 maybe, or even just can hook me up and I can repay you by, I don't know, a shout out or some publicity, let me know, because I really am looking to get a Championship Riven skin, because that skin's friggin' awesome. And let's be honest, guys, the Riven skin they just released sucks. It really does. I mean, you guys saw it here in this game. That skin's gross. I mean, at least in my opinion. If you guys think it's cool, let me know. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section, actually. What do you guys think about that? But hope you guys enjoyed the video here today. I showed you guys how to play Wukong my way. Of course, I made a few adjustments since my last time doing it. But if you want to know anything about Wukong that I would know about, the link to the description and to my Wukong guide is there, guys, and that thing is detailed as hell. I spent hours on that, so if you want to know anything, it's all there for you. And I think that's everything I wanted to mention. I apologize, this is all at the end. This is badly organized by me, but that should be it here, guys. If you want to know anything else about the channel, like, you know, my fan pages and subscribing, all that stuff is in the outro coming up, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.